Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Karen at Vintage Elegance Inspiration. I am sharing journal number 6 with you in my Gossamer Wings journal collection. This one I'm just naming gold because it's obviously gold velvet. And I used the beautiful velvet and bead dangle bundles from Sheila Gingrich at Boho Daydreams. Some of her beautiful embellished sari. This one has pearls and gold on it. I've got the fiber, beautiful sparkly fiber trims, and this beautiful fairy. Looks like a ballerina fairy pendant. I cut the backing off of it. It could be worn as a pin or a pendant, and I chose a pendant because it hung nicer on the ring. I've got some layering up here of the embossed paper that I've border punched with the lace ribbon edging, and got some satin ribbon through here with some lovely beads, a gold removable tag, and some beautiful sequined lace trim from a scarf that I cut up. I've got a butterfly die cut that has been embossed with a embossing folder, and then also glittered up with the gold frontage embossing powder. Then I've used a chipboard fairy, which I've painted and done some beautiful glitter on her wings and her costume, her little dress. We've got a removable tassel here and vintage buttons sewn along the spine. I've left the back plain because I love the velvet and the feel of it when you're using it. The removable tassel has an artisan bead, the two from the velvet package, and then I've added some other beads to the dangle, and we've got a beautiful removable tassel. So let's go inside. This is a single signature. We've got some real pretty beads and charms at the bottom because you can never have enough sparkle. I believe there's 14 pages, so times 4 would give you the amount of page sides in this particular journal. And here we go. Got the beautiful coordinating embellished lace that I've used as a pocket on the inside cover here. A journaling card, some extra note paper, and a little envelope that I have used decoupage. It's the extreme glitter decoupage over these little postage stamps, and I've got some fairy dust sequins inside that you can add to anything. Got a tag on the right hand side here with some fussy cut carnations out of the Flower Fairy book by Cecily Mary Barker. A large label with a punched out gold butterfly and some bling. And what I did was I did some gold embossing stamped onto some tea-dyed tracing paper, which is quite delicate and fragile, but it leaves such a sheer, transparent gossamer look to it. I just fell in love with it. So I just worked with it carefully. Got a side tuck here and the die cut, and a large journaling card with fairy stamped on the back, and another fairy on the other long tag. Got a little tuck spot here with a large Tim Holtz butterfly, tiny little envelope that I've made with some note paper inside, and a sweet little fairy girl closure. Large tag here of the cornflower fairy, butterfly stamped on the back, and I've just left this image complete because I think it tells a story of these sweet little fairies having their blackberry tea. one of my long tags with a border edge punch on the bottom and a honeybee fairy stamped on the front. Goes into the stitch slotted die cut. And I've used the Tim Holtz paper dolls and transparent butterfly wings to create little fairies, little fairy kids. I'm just gonna leave that there. A tiny little belly band here with a wee tiny tag and some stamping. One of the tags that I made for this journal series, and a beautiful filigree gold charm. Music paper background, vintage lace, and the Tim Holtz velvet trim with a digital image. Another little journaling card from the Once Upon a Springtime collection from Graphic 45. Some French English dictionary page, some die cuts, journaling card from the Fairy Wings collection. And here's another beautiful butterfly that I have embossed and glittered up with the frontage. This is the ivory and gold speckled frontage. And I just did a stamping onto some embossed paper. And I should have used StazOn ink because, of course, the glitter didn't adhere to the part that was embossed, but I thought it created a neat effect and I used it anyhow. Why not? Journaling card here. Lots of space for writing notes. This is some beautiful cotton paper. It's embossed, and I ran the border punch along the edge there and threaded some fine satin ribbon through there and some beautiful gold beads onto it. This is a leaf that I've die cut, stamped and die cut out, and then sponged onto the edges some of the gold gilding polish, which I love to use. It's one of the new border die sets that I've bought. Some beautiful vintage lace, cotton lace, and a fairy image, and the gold leaves trim. Stamped on the back with the toadstools. Large journaling card, stamped with a fairy. And some beautiful variegated silk sari trim that I've ruffled and sewn a wooden butterfly button onto. Another envelope that I've made with some line stationery inside. It's got a little purple butterfly on that side, and this is a tuck spot on the front. So the flap of the envelope can be tucked inside the butterfly. And that just goes over straddles over the side of this page here. A beautiful little leaf charm. Love this image, so I used it for the center of this signature in this journal, and also an image of the flower fairy babies. Love, love, love. Here's a closer look at the beaded strings from the center of the signature with the fairy charms on the end. And fairy wings. There's a beautiful large journaling card with a little girl paper doll, some transparent butterfly wings, scrapbook paper and book page layered up, and the little word cute. There's a large journaling card. Got an image from the Flower Fairies book, some seam binding ruffled up, some vintage lace, and a label here that has the word believe embossed and stamped in gold. Some bead dangles that I've made. This is a flip up. And it's got a stamped image of the fairy on the toadstool there, and another fairy girl here. So this has a lot of journaling space on that page. Here is a window die cut, and I've just cut out an image from the Flower Fairies book, put a dragonfly charm on a bulb pin, and put a tab on the top. And this has a beautiful image on the back. So beautiful, those Flower Fairies. Here we've got some music paper used as a pocket with a fussy cut fairy on this side. This little tag has a sentiment that says make a wish on it, on some glitzy paper, and a flower girl tag with a little stamped bunny rabbit from the Once Upon a Springtime collection from Graphic 45, and the transparent butterfly wings, making her look like a little bunny fairy. And the seam binding. Those are all custom dyed by Sheila at Boho Daydreams. Small tag with a cute little fairy stamped on the back. And this image I kept as a whole with the sentiment there, and just flips out here. Here we've got a double tuck spot, tiny little journaling card here, the word sparkle, and then this is upside down. It should be like this. It's a butterfly fairy, and a die cut, some book page, and the image, and then some lined space on the back for journaling. And here we've got beautiful sparkly paper with paper punched edge. And I've got a journaling card and one of the decoupage paper napkin tags that I've done onto watercolor paper because it's such a smooth, beautiful finish, and a hummingbird stamped on the back. A large journaling card here, beautiful. Two little tiny tags with butterflies on them, and then this tuck spot is a journaling card. That's a Graphic 45 craft colored tag that I have used green glimmer paint on the edges and topped it with the extreme glitter Mod Podge, and a die cut, and a charm, butterfly charm, and a beautiful green silk tag topper. And this butterfly image says dare to spread your wings. This tag says wish, the fairy stamped on the back, tucked up into here. And this beautiful image I kept. It's got the sweetest little babies tucked in there. A large postcard. The almond blossom fairy. It's just so beautiful. My favorite colors. This image is from Mrs. Cog's Crafts, and it is Warwick Goebel. Beautiful lace on here, book page, a fairy charm, and some silk sari topper. Edith Holden book page side tuck. And in the back I've got this gorgeous sari silk. Isn't that a stunning color? Absolutely love it. And I put some butterfly wing charms on the side there, so you can tuck whatever you'd like in this pocket, anything additional. And then also in the back it's got an envelope with a tuck spot, and then the layering of the, or collaging or whatever, of the side papers. And that's it. That is my collection. It took me I don't know, I think 7 or 8 weeks to do this complete collection, a lot longer than I anticipated. And I did get somewhat overwhelmed with Fairyism, but I truly love it, and I'm very pleased with the way they all turned out. I hope you have enjoyed looking at the finished product and that you're inspired to make something of your own with the theme of fairies. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and until the next time, thank you so much.